my name is Harman and I'm one of the instructor here in Dental 101. So today in this video I'm going to show you how to use your Hollenbeck carver and how we can adapt our Hollenbeck carver on the tooth so that do a good carving, and also how we can adapt like with how we can place our fingers on a Hollenbeck carver so that we can create a good anatomy and we can carve it very smoothly and firmly. So this is our Hollenbeck carver. So these are two sides of the Hollenbeck carver, you can see. And this side I'm going to use, and I will show you on the tooth how I'm going to carve my restoration. So to adapt this is how I'm going to adapt, where you can see like where is my first finger and middle finger and where I put my thumb. So that now so always make sure that while adapting your Hollenbeck carver tip on the tooth, don't just use the tip of the Hollenbeck carver, as it can damage your filling, or it can create a deep groove, which is not a criteria. Okay, so how we have to use the whole side of the Hollenbeck carver to carve our filling, not just we have to use the tip. So how we can use it? So you can see this is the filling, and here I'm going to place like this, like I'm adapting it to on the whole tooth surface, not just I'm concentrating on the filling. So like this, so that you should not over carve your filling, so that and you can get an idea from the tooth surface that what level of you need for your filling. Okay, so this is how I'm going, you can see like this. And then so don't place your carver like this, don't concentrate just on the filling, place it like this. Okay, and like this, so don't press it like this. Okay, that will, by doing this you can create a deep grooves. So always use it like this, always adapt along the cusp of the tooth surface. Okay, and similarly on the outer surface, while reducing the contour or while maintaining the contour of the cusp, always keep your carver like this, always carve it from the side of the carver and adapt your carver like this. So not with just the tip of the carver, always adapt the side. With the help of the side of carver, reduce it so that you can get how much you have to reduce, and you should not over reduce it. So similarly on the premolar area, which is on the upper tooth, so this is how I'm going to use it, like this. And you can see my finger rest as well, where I'm keeping my finger rest so that I can give an adequate strokes and adequate result. So don't keep it like this, or like just the tip. Don't use just the tip of the Hollenbeck carver, right? And now also now I will tell you how to use a Wilent carver, which is you can see this is a Wilent carver with the sickle like tips on both sides. So what is the use of this instrument? This instrument is very good to remove the excess amalgam in the embrasure area, especially you can see from here and here. So, and it will create a good embrasure, so that if you are having a broad contacts, or you are getting any overhang in this area, or your embrasure areas like are sharp or not round, so you can use this instrument. And now I will tell you how to use this instrument. So always use it from the tooth surface toward the filling, not use it from the filling toward tooth surface. Why? Because it can create a catch in between the junction. So always make sure use it from the tooth surface toward the filling. And how to use it, just keep it here and very gently just remove the excess amalgam from the embrasure area. So it will give you a smooth junction plus any and round marginal ridge which is required, plus it will remove any excess amalgam from this area. And similarly, from if you feel there is any overhang in the, in between, in proximal area near the gingival surface, so you can use the same instrument and reduce it very gently like this. So you can create a good contact with this. Your contact contour and contact width can be maintained with this, with the help of this instrument. So this instrument is very helpful for interproximal area. Similarly on the other side. Right. And then with the help of floss, you can reduce if there is any debris that you while removing you leave behind. So you can remove it with the help of floss and give it a smooth surface. And then again you can use, if you feel like still you need to remove some bit, so you can use this.